Now, there's been some murmurs for a while, and also now there's been some pretty outspoken comments too regarding should power meters be removed from the team's bikes at the Tour de France to try and liven up the races. Well, I've decided to actually ask the professionals what they think of this matter. Let's go and find out.
You know, I think there's a lot of other races out there that are exciting, and they've got power meters as well, so I'm not so sure it's about power meter. I think they're just a bit sick and tired of us winning, aren't they? I think. And, you know, I think, you know, they think that we just, you know, go and just control the race and it's easy. And like this year, the 2 stages I won, if somebody else had won them, then they probably would have been the best stages, you know. Just because maybe I'm seeing it through rose-tinted glasses, but I thought they were pretty exciting. So yeah, it's another thing. You know, they reduced the riders to 8, and suddenly there's quite a few bike riders that don't have jobs anymore. But yeah, if they want to take away power meters, fine, whatever. I think I just don't think it would affect the race.
At the end of the day, you're still going to train with them, aren't you? So you still know what your body can do. I mean,
yeah, and it's all part of innovation as well. You know, you're just always trying to improve and move the sport forward, and it seems a lot of the things that UCI try to do anyway is just hold it back. And so yeah, I think you know, you look at F1 and things. It's all about, you know, innovation and moving forward and technology, and I think that's the way we should try to be going. But yeah. And if they feel like it's boring and things and viewing figures are down and whatever, you know, you can look at the course as well. But yeah, if they feel the power meters will add to that, then fine.
It's difficult to explain when in the race. Parlo in italiano. Quando sono in corsa solitamente dai tutto te stesso, do tutto me stesso, e non guardi il power meter, non vai a vedere il power meter quanti watt fai, perché generalmente il power meter ti dà un'indicazione, ma se tu stai veramente bene, la tua condizione è veramente ottima, un po' l'adrenalina, un po' la corsa ti dà quell'energia in più che leggere il power meter non serve a niente. Non condiziona secondo me molto la corsa, anzi togliere il power meter secondo me mette un po' di paura ai corridori e quindi può addormentare la corsa, avere un effetto contrario di quello magari che si vuole ottenere.
Actually everyone train with the power meter, so that means already their body is remember this wattage, you know, and the numbers. So I think without the power meter, I think no problem, you know, because the couple years long time ago, also heart rate, the monitor also the kind of it's banned, you know. But it's same thing. But I think for me it's like, you know, the cycling sports always the heart and the passion and go for it. So it's not only the machine things, you know. We are not robots, so that I think also people wants to see like the like a kind of animal, you know.
Like a more aggressive racing.
So that's I think good idea.
Yo creo que siempre se está intentando buscar cómo que haya un poco más de espectáculo en las carreras. Y siempre se habla del pinganillo, pero desde mi punto de vista el potenciómetro limita más el espectáculo que el pinganillo. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando tú controlas bien el potenciómetro, en puertos de un 6, un 7, un 8% de desnivel, puedes echar abajo a cualquier líder que ataque, si tú tienes un buen equipo. Va viendo el número, sabe los vatios que tiene que ir, no te mueves. Si queremos que haya un ciclismo de más espectáculo, que haya más explosiones, gente que revienta, que tiene crisis, gente que tal, si se quitase el potenciómetro de competición, yo creo que sería un acierto, pero hay que distinguir de competición, porque el potenciómetro desde mi punto de vista es una herramienta súper útil, es una herramienta súper necesaria si tú quieres mejorar tu nivel, y que ha hecho que el nivel del ciclismo ahora esté más alto, pero para el Tour para las carreras, el que no hubiese la información del vatio, yo creo que sería algo bueno y sería algo parecido al tenis. Tú tienes tu entrenador está en el Roland Garros, pero en la pista no puede hablar contigo. Ese día, si tú te has levantado bien, tú te has levantado mal, tienes un instinto, tienes unas sensaciones, y a lo mejor tu entrenador está viendo que estás cometiendo un error y que te estás yendo a la izquierda, pero no te puede decir nada, ¿no? Pues en cierto modo algo parecido.
I think, yeah, it's a little bit going back in time maybe. I think now we're so used to the power meters that it will be strange not to use them, but if it will make the sport more attractive, we can try it. But we also tried without radios, and now we are back with radios, so it didn't feel made such a big difference, but because you will still for sure have heart rates and other stuff. If you take everything away and not even kilometers, okay, but then you don't know where you are in the race.
Bueno, al final ellos son los que deciden y tenemos que acatar las reglas, y entonces pues bueno, si ellos están decidiendo pues de la manera que deciden, pues no queda otra que estar de acuerdo y ya está.
What I think is that power meter is an evolution of cycling. So it's a tool that came out 25 years ago with the first SRM building. It's evolved in something super light that it can fit in every bike and everybody can use it. And I think we need to make an advantage of it, starting with what Ventoux is doing, showcasing our power. People can see what we do. Most of the time I have friends who have power meter, just tourists. They cannot believe the power we put on the pedals. And something that I think that race organizer, teams and riders have more kind to share than to avoid. And actually, if you think that the team pursuit, it's forbidden to have a power meter, and they can pace themselves perfectly second by second in a lap. Swimmers don't have anything, and they can tell you by 100th of a second what they do in the pool. So how long do you think it's gonna take before we can really analyze a climb on a computer and know exactly what speed, what VAM we have to do to basically match the power meter? So you need to ban the Garmin then.
You have to ban everything.
You need to go back in the first century when you have one gear and you need to swap the wheel. So I think it's useless, and I think we need to make an advantage and not a disadvantage of that. And I will remember to everyone, Chris Froome got a power meter on Colle delle Finestre, and he made something. It was not there from quite a while. From probably Nibali smashing the race his own way in the past, or Contador. He made the Contador way, he made the Nibali way, even being Chris Froome, and with the power meter. So I think it's the rider making the race and not the power meter making the race. And I will suggest to the race organizer to change in the parcours. Just try to do something different on the parcours. Shorter stage is working in the last years. Probably just don't try to make it too hard.
I personally don't like it. I mean, I don't support the idea of banning the power meters because I don't think it makes any difference. Everyone has his built-in power meter anyway. If you are without your computer on the bike, you still feel where your limit, your threshold more or less is. So I'm convinced if they would ban them, it's still, still everyone would ride on his threshold on the climb. And there wouldn't be more attacks there. I don't think that there would be a big difference at all. No. So, it's. It's still an interesting thought that you should consider, and maybe it's an idea to have a stage, for example, without power meters. Of course, it's of most important for the climbers because they are using it when they go uphill. But overall, I think there won't be a big change. No.
So there we are, a pretty unanimous decision, I'm sure you'll agree, regarding power meters and should they be allowed on bikes or not. But let me know what you think. Should they be banned or should they be allowed in races like the Tour de France? Let me know down there in the comments section below. And remember as well to like and share this video with your friends. Give it a big old thumbs up. And also remember to check out the GCN shop at shop.globalcyclingnetwork.com. For another great video, click just over here. I'm going to go and see why all these people are queuing up because I'm absolutely enthralled to find out.